Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know about Wilderness Warbands. And to start us off, Wilderness Warbands is a distraction and diversion, not a minigame. Minigames can be played whenever. Distraction and diversions is something that you want to do because they only can be played during times specified by Jagex themselves. For example, Wilderness Warbands can only be played every 7 hours. So you kind of have to fit your schedule around it if you want to make every possible Wilderness Warband for its experience rewards or for the GP rewards if you're crazy like that. So now I'm going to talk about rewards. Rewards you can get consist of experience in 5 different skills: herblore, mining, construction, farming, and smithing. And these are pretty much the 5 most irritating skills in most people's opinion because they are either the most expensive skills or the most time-consuming skills. And Warbands allows you to get them pretty much for free, quickly, efficiently, and without ever having to do something related to that skill, which is something a lot of people really like. So now I'm going to talk about the facts that Wilderness Warbands consist of that you need to know to properly maximize your experience and your efficiency in Warbands. Each camp has 1,000 supplies. That means only 40 players can loot each world. And each camp has puts a counter on your player. So you can only loot up to 3 camps per day, and if you only took 1 supply from a camp, it counts as one of those 3, so be careful. And you can only loot a maximum of 25 supplies per camp, and then this resets with the new day, meaning that when you get your new daily spins and your new daily challenges, you can now loot 3 more camps again. So to help you guys out, I have a guide that's pretty much an all-in-one resource center for pretty much any question Warband related you may need that you can see here. Basically, this guide consists of everything you need to know for a good Warband. The standard Warband gear is listed for melee, range, and magic setups. Basically, people just want you to have a piece of armor on each part of your body, but not really cheap armor like bronze or iron, but decent armor, so that you can be effective and you can help your warband, rather than just leeching. And that's pretty much the whole warband gear thing. That's all they want. Even if you don't actually help them, they want you to be able to help them if necessary. For the looting order, it really just depends on the warband hoster, and I'll get to that in a second, but basically, a Warband hoster will tell you the order, and it could be in whatever world order he chooses, or it could be closest world. It really just depends on him. And the acronyms are DWF, and that stands for Dark Warriors Fortress, which is named by Quirkus himself at the Edgeville beginning spot, if you didn't know. But it makes sense why they would name it these things, because it is right next to the Dark Warriors Fortress, so it would be the Dark Warriors Fortress Warband Camp. It just helps us and the players in RuneScape to understand where they need to go in a quick matter of time. So when someone says DWF, you know to go to Dark Warriors Fortress. Same for the other 2 Warband locations like Elm and RDI. Or it's actually ELM and RDI, but it's easier to say Elm. East Lava Maze, because the lava maze on the top left of the map has a warband camp to the east of it, and Red Dragon Isle has a warband camp a little bit southeast of Red Dragon Isle, where the W's are located. So now I'm going to explain to you the blue lines, because the blue lines are your possible paths that you can take for the quickest, most effective traveling methods, and which I've listed already, but to explain it to you, Dark Warriors Fortress is near Edgeville. You can just run about a little northwest of the lodestone at Edgeville, and you will be at Dark Warriors Fortress Warband Camp in a matter of seconds, actually. And if you have a Wicked Hood for an altar teleport, you can just teleport right there, because there is a rune altar right next to the Warband camp. But most people tend to run because it is a pain to carry a Wicked Hood And if you're there first, sometimes there are PKers waiting, so it's better to travel in groups anyway. And next, I'll talk about Elm, and Elm is probably the second easiest warband camp to get to because you can travel there with a waka. A waka is a canoe that you can make right next to Quarkus. There is a log, and that's where you make your waka. And basically, you can craft your waka and take it straight to the waka teleport location, traveling location I have circled in the wild. And then run I don't even think it's 15 steps north, and you'll be at the East Lava Maze Warband Camp. For Red Dragon Isle, however, it's a lot harder to get to, and you can only get to it by either running all the way up into level 42 wild, getting a games necklace, and corp teleporting to the corp teleport location, and then running east, or getting a waka and running east. The fastest method is obviously the corp teleport to the wild and then running east. And that's pretty much it, guys. And then from there, you want to make it back safely into Quarkus, where Quarkus is at, in Gielinor. So you run south, and I have listed the quickest ways to run back to Quarkus, but these are also the most popular ways of running back to Quarkus, so there may be PKers waiting, if you're unlucky that is. Usually there isn't. So it's up to you to choose to follow the paths that I have presented to you, or if you want to just run any direction south back to Gielinor. That's really up to you, and it's up to you how much time you want to take as well, because if you're trying to loot 3 camps in one session, then you need to maximize your efficiency and your time. So that's also a very important thing to think about. So basically, now I'm going to talk about the importance of WarbandTracker.com and how it affects RuneScape. WarbandTracker.com is a website made by Proselyte KO, and he also was the creator of Warband PK, if you heard of them. If not, then oh well. Basically, he made the Warband Tracker, and the Warband Tracker gives you the time the next warband will start, the time a reset is when you can loot 3 more camps if you already did, and it gives you friends chats. Friends chats are the most important thing that this Warband Tracker is responsible for. Basically, hand-picked players are hosts for warbands, and these hand-picked players on WarbandTracker.com are given 3 worlds each. And these hosts that are given 3 worlds each have their name listed on the Warband Tracker website 30 minutes before Warbands actually begins. So players can come on 30 minutes before, join those hosts' friends chats, and have a team that they can work with for looting warbands. That way, you have a less chance of dying. You have people to back you up in case you do die or you get injured. And you pretty much maximize your efficiency and your loot because they will help you, they will guide you, they'll tell you what worlds we're going to be looting, where the locations are. All you have to do is listen and loot. And that's pretty much the entire system. It's a great system, it's a great community, and as long as you aren't a backstabber and kill your own teammates, then you pretty much have... you pretty much have a great time doing warbands because of the community. Everyone wants to get these huge experience rewards, and no one wants to be left alone in the wild to fend for themselves. Because, well, that just sucks, especially when you get PK'd. So basically, Warband Tracker created a sort of organization system for teams of people to go out in groups and loot these warband worlds. And it's very efficient in my opinion, but for regular players, my biggest advice to you would be to go on Warband Tracker 35 minutes before the warband starts and just wait there until it hits that 30 minutes. Because once friend chats start hitting Warband Tracker and are listed there, they will fill up fast. And once they are full and they hit 40 people in there, they will close the friends chat and you cannot join it anymore. So if you're wondering what ads meant, basically what it means is when you're added, you're guaranteed a spot in that warband. And that is very important because if you don't have a spot, then when you quick hop or when you try to loot a warband's world, they will kill you because it's a team type of thing. As if you're on their team, you get to loot stuff and you get to protect your team and you get to do this warband. If you're not in a team, you can still try to loot the warband, but if there is a team there, they will just run you over and murder you. So you want to make sure that you can get in a team early and that you can get an ad in that team and you can stay in that team. And basically the rules are really simple. Don't kill your friends, wear proper warband gear, and listen to ranks and leaders of that friends chat. And there isn't much more to warbands, guys. This is pretty much it. It's a very basic concept. As long as you have a good friends chat and you use Warband Tracker, you shouldn't have any problems with warbanding. If you have any questions or if you want to know anything that I might have missed, just leave a comment below, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Let me know how you like warbands, and I hope this could help you.